Welcome everyone. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position. I am sitting on a yoga brick. You could also sit on a bolster or a yoga blanket, or you can sit on a chair with your feet firmly placed on the ground. Let's begin. We're just going to take a few moments to center ourselves. So sitting with the spine straight, shoulders rolled back and down, chin slightly forward, relaxing the facial muscles. Slowly and gently coming to the breath. Let's just take a few moments to quieten the mind and create spaciousness within ourselves before we begin the practice. So gently bringing your attention to the physical dimension, to your body. And let's just take a moment to observe everything happening for us in our physical body in this moment. Just staying, being, and connecting. Take a moment to notice your thoughts. Observe the nature of the mind. And now very slowly, let's move our attention to the breath. And we start to breathe mindfully with full consciousness. We start to become more present. So let's feel each inhalation and exhalation. Just observe the breath, observe the rise and fall of the abdomen, the chest. Moments to chant Om. Slowly inhale. Now let's interlock our palms and raise the palms to the ceiling. Just taking a moment to stay right here. Don't shorten the neck. Push the shoulder blades into the socket and stay with the breath. Chin is slightly forward. Now taking the right palm onto the ground, bending your right elbow, pushing the left buttock into the ground. Let's come into a nice side stretch. Stay here and breathe. And now left palm to the ground, taking your right arm up, pressing your right buttock into the ground. Let's just stay here and breathe. Come back to center and now taking gentle neck rotations. Don't push your head back, just gently rotate your head. Slowly inhale, exhale, 3 on one side and 3 on the other. When you're done with 3, let's go the other way. Now let's interlock our palms and we're going to come into 5 wrist rotations on either side. And when you're done with 5, let's go to the other side. And now let's take all 5 fingers and extend them downwards, opening up the inner arm. And now let's rotate upwards. And now moving on to the other arm and lengthening your fingertips downwards. and then rotating your palms upwards. And now we're going to loosen up the spine a little bit. So just follow me. We're going to come into all fours and come into Marjoriasana. Under your hip joint, making sure that the palms are under the shoulders and the knees are under the hip joint. Slowly inhale and look up. Exhale, chin to chest, round your back and tuck your tailbone in. Inhale, look up, drop your spine. Exhale, chin to chest and draw your navel in, tuck your tailbone in. Inhale, look up, open up the chest. And slowly exhale, tuck the tailbone in and breathe. Inhale, look up. Slowly exhale, chin to chest, tuck your tailbone in. Now extend your palms forward and let's push up into downward dog. Push the ground away from you. Press your heels down, press your quadriceps. Push the buttocks back and don't stay here. Push the floor away from you, engage your legs, turn the toes slightly in, and let's hold here. And breathe, open up the armpits for 5, eyes, and try to push your heels into the ground. If your heels do not come onto the ground, you can just gently keep them up. But make sure that you are not staying here, that you are pushing the floor away from you and that you're opening up the armpits. Stay here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now let's raise the right leg high up. Draw the knee into the chest and let's step forward and come into a lunge. And as you lunge, raise your arms up and stay here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come back on your heel, open up your leg, open up the right leg and let's stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back again. Making sure that the right knee is over the right ankle. Squeeze the buttocks and push forward. Raise your arms up and breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch legs. Left leg forward, push. I'm squeezing my buttocks, I'm lunging forward and I'm making sure that my left knee is over my left ankle. Inhale and lift, breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back, tuck your tailbone in and hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push forward and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now let's come back. Let's come back into downward dog and hold here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise your left leg up. Draw the left knee into the ankle and step forward. Lunge. And now slowly inhale, come up. And come into a forward fold. Stay here and breathe. If your hands don't reach the ground, you're welcome to interlock your elbows. Staying here, breathing. Alternatively, you are taking a chair and you are coming into half Uttanasana. Once again, don't stay here. Turn your toes in, keep the legs strong. Draw the shoulder blades into the armpit. Stay here and breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you can come into a full forward fold, holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Engage your legs slowly. Inhale, palms together. Coming into a gentle back bend, squeezing your glutes. Really working from the armpit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, let's come into some standing asanas. Making sure that the hips are pointing straight. Left foot is turned in, right foot is turned at 90. Squeeze your glutes and push them forward. Squeeze the glutes, lengthen the right arm across the room, bring it down to the shin bone, making sure you're not collapsing your left collarbone. Either keep your arm here or raise your arm up and breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Engage your legs to come up. Left foot in 90, right foot turned in. Rotate the right collarbone back. Squeeze and push the tailbone forward. Left arm goes across the room and down. Raise your right arm up and breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Engage your legs to come up. Left foot turns in, right foot turns 90, across and down. Hold and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage your legs to come up. Left foot at 90, right foot turned in. Squeeze the buttocks across and down and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, take a moment, widen your legs to about 4.5, 5 feet, and now we're going to do warrior 2. So making sure that the left foot is turned in, right foot is at 90. We want to drop into the right hip. So pushing the left hip towards the right knee, maintaining the right knee over the right ankle. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes and keeping the tailbone pushed forward. Roll your shoulders back and draw the shoulder blades together. Gaze is on the middle finger. We're breathing from the belly. Hold here. Drop into that leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Engage your legs to come up. Left foot is at 90. Right foot is turned in. Dropping in to the hip. Don't stay like this. Drop. Roll the shoulders back. Breathe here for 5. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze your legs to come up. Left foot turned in. Right foot is at a 90. Drop into the hip. Bring your shoulder blades together. Gaze is on the middle finger. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Engage to come up. Left foot is at 90, right foot is turned in. Drop the hip, squeeze the legs and hold. 5, 4, bring the shoulder blades together. 2, and 1. Come up. And now just come to Tarasana. Toes are turned in. Roll your shoulders back. And just take a moment to breathe. Okay, now let's come into warrior 1. If it's hard for you to keep your heel on the ground, you're welcome to take a brick behind you. Right leg is forward, left leg is back. I'm squeezing my thigh. I'm not letting it drop. If you can't reach the ground with your heel, just keep the heel on a yoga brick or on a blanket, on a folded blanket. Coming into a lunge. We're going to inhale, raise your arms up, bring the shoulder blades into the armpit, open up the armpit, stay here and breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. And now let's turn to the opposite side. Left knee over the left ankle. Squeeze your thigh. Push the tailbone in. Drop the hip. Inhale and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Okay, next side. Drop, lift, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Rotate to the other side. Maintaining the left knee, squeezing the thigh. Inhale, open up the armpits. Take the shoulder blades into the armpit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. And now let's take the legs wide apart. Turn your toes in. Keep the glutes engaged. Prasarita Padottanasana. Raise your arms up. Elongate the spine forward. Increase the length of the legs. Bend your elbows to the opposite side of the room. And breathe. You're even welcome to take a brick and place the crown of the head on the brick. My elbows are bent to the back wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Now the next asana, I am going to show you variations. You can go wide with the legs, left foot is turned in. Drop the hip. The easiest version is this, 1. Alternatively, you can take a brick behind your foot and you hold here. Please make sure you're not doing this. So if you need to, you're going to do this, making sure the chest is not dropping. Your leg is strong. Pull the knee into the quadricep, into the thigh. Drop into the right hip. So you're going to stay here or on the brick, and we're going to hold with the left leg strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. And now let's move to the opposite side. Right foot is turned in. Left foot is at 90. You want to keep your hips as straight as possible. Drop into the left hip while you keep the right thigh strong. So we're either staying here or taking a hand onto the brick, making sure the chest is lifted. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. And now we repeat on the opposite side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm demonstrating the easier version. You can also do the version with the brick. Drop. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Let's keep our leg wide, toes turned out, and go into a wide-legged squat. Press your palms together. Keep your spine straight. So don't do this. You want to be able to tuck the tailbone in and come down. Tucking my tailbone in, moving my knees out. Press the palms together and breathe here. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come up. One more. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come up. Okay, now we're done with the standing asanas and I'd like to go into a few deep forward folds. If you have a yoga belt, please use one, and if you don't, you can simply interlock your hands behind your back like this. So we're going to take our yoga belt and we're going to shorten it till about shoulder width apart. Now you're going to take your belt around your elbows. So this is what it looks like. We're going to turn the toes inwards and the heels outwards. Chin up, engage and recruit all the muscles of your legs. Slowly inhale. Exhale and lengthen your spine forward. Don't drop like this. Keep the legs strong. Lengthen your spine forward and come into a full forward fold. Roll your shoulders back and breathe here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, breathe, breathe, 3, 2, and 1. Now recruit all the muscles of the legs. Come up, keep the glutes squeezed, the core engaged. Shoulders are rolled back. Let's stay here and breathe. Now one more time. Inhale, chin up. Slowly exhale, elongate the spine forward. Keep your legs strong. If you need to micro bend your knees, that's fine. But don't stay here with the shoulders. Roll them back. And breathe. Imagine that you are lifting up your pubic bone. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Engage all your leg muscles and come up. And now we're going to do a little bit of a core development asana. So what I'm going to recommend is that if you have a yoga brick, please place the brick between your thighs and squeeze the brick. What this does is that it shows you how to engage the muscles of your legs. You can then lift your toes, spread your toes, place them into the ground so that your lower body is rooted into the ground. What's important to understand in the standing asanas is that we are building the foundation of the practice. So imagine your lower body is a tree trunk. It is the earth element. So the more you learn how to engage the lower body, the easier it becomes to develop the flexibility of the upper body. Now taking your belt around your elbows like this. Make sure the belt is not slipping. We're going to squeeze the brick, turn your toes in, slowly inhale, raise your arms up. Again, I don't want you to shorten your neck. I want you to push your shoulder blades into the socket. Now keep squeezing your brick. Slowly inhale. Exhale, elongate the spine forward. Bring the fingertips to your mat. Stay here and breathe for 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the brick, inhale and come up. Bring the shoulder blades into the socket. Move the shoulder blades forward. Take a deep inhalation. Slowly exhale, elongate the spine forward, squeeze the brick, bring the toes, bring the fingertips to the ground if you can, otherwise just stay here and breathe here for 3, 2, 1, squeeze the brick, inhale, come up, draw the shoulder blades into the socket and stay here. Slowly inhale, exhale, elongate your spine forward, bring the fingertips to the ground, breathe. And now slowly inhale and come up. Let's release the brick and the belt. And now one more Prasarita Padottanasana. Wide legs, 4.5 to 5 feet. Toes are slightly turned in, squeeze the glutes. Let's inhale, raise our arms up. If this is too hard for you, you can always place a chair and just remain here. And now taking the palms to the ground, tucking your elbows in, bending the elbows to the back of the room. Exhale and hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, breathe, breathe, 1. Recruit all the muscles of the legs, bring your arms forward, inhale, come up and release to the side. And let's draw the legs in. Okay, now we're going to do a few hip openers. So we're coming back to the ground and we're slowly going to bend the left knee onto the ground. And now engaging the muscles, press the tailbone forward, maintain the right knee over the right ankle and bring your elbows to the ground. Let's stay here and breathe. Open up that hip joint for 5, breathe, 3, 2, and 1. Come up on your palms, take your right palm and as you're in this lunged position, put the right palm on your right knee, left palm is on the ground, push the buttocks down and push your right knee out. Push your right knee out and hold. So while you're holding that, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So just to demonstrate from the front, you are going to be like this and you're going to look behind you. So we're going to hold here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now taking your palms to the ground, let's push back into downward dog. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise the left leg up. Step forward. Let's come into warrior 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the right knee to the ground. Bring your forearms onto the ground and breathe. Open up the left hip joint. Sink into the hip for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now let's place the left palm onto the left knee. Push back. Stay here, coming into a lateral twist. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now relax. Let's come into Madrasana. Just stay here for a few moments and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now let's sit on our yoga brick again. I'm going to place my yoga blanket over my brick just to make the brick a little more comfortable to sit on. And now we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and we're going to continue to open up. We're going to continue to open up the hip joint. Slowly inhale, lift your knees up. Exhale and push your knees towards the ground and hold here. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, raise. Exhale, push down. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift. Slowly exhale, push the knees down towards the ground. Keep your spine straight. Push the knees down as far as they will go and stay here and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to do Patangasana, where you're flapping. You're pushing the soles of the feet together and you're building a nice rhythm for your knees. So moving at your own pace, gently flapping the knees up and down. Just stay here and breathe. Okay, and when you're done, you're going to press the toes together with your palms. You're going to bring your right and left elbow in front of your shin bone. Look forward. Maintain this. Stay here and breathe. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up, and now we're going to go into Supta Konasana. So you're going to come off your brick, take your legs as wide as you can. If you can't reach your toes, you can always use your belt by placing the loop. Open your belt wide. This is only if you can't reach your toes. And you're welcome to just hold like this. Okay, and come forward. However, if you do have the flexibility, we're grabbing onto our toes, we're extending forward. Don't let the knees come up, and we're opening up the inner thigh. So stay here and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly inhale, come up. And now we're going to raise the arms up and bring the arms as far forward as possible. Release your shoulder blades. Keep your feet straight. And breathe here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage your core, inhale and come up. Now we're going to move into some forward bend, so Janu Shirshasana. I'm just sitting on a very lightly folded yoga blanket. And now my right leg is extended, my left knee is bent. The soles of my feet are touching the inner thigh, they are not under. Slowly inhale, come forward and grab your toes. Don't do this. Release the elbows to the side. Imagine that somebody has put their hand between your shoulder blades and they're pushing you forward. Don't come into a rounded back like this. And if you don't have the flexibility belt, you're welcome to use your yoga belt and come forward like this. So showing you a side angle. Right leg is forward. And you're not like this. You're pushing forward and we're holding here. And we're breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. And now we're going to take the leg to the side. Parivritta Janu Shirshasana. You're welcome to again loop your toe. Now it's very important that your right elbow comes in front of your right knee. You take your hand over, and if you can't, you grab your belt like this. We don't want to see this. We want to work our elbow towards the ceiling. Push the left buttock down, and we hold here, breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. And now the other side. So now my left leg goes forward, my right knee is bent. I inhale, exhale, elbows out. Breathing here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. And now my left leg is turned to the side. Let's bring the left elbow in front of the left knee. Loop the belt around the toe. And we're just going to hold here. We're going to rotate this right elbow up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. And now both legs extended forward. I'm sitting on my yoga blanket again. My heels are pressing into the ground, my toes are forward. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, elongate the spine forward, grab the toes, and let's stay here and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. And now let's cross our legs. Inhale, exhale. Adha Mukha Swastik Asana. Elongate the spine forward. You're welcome to take your brick. And let's just stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Push your buttocks into the ground. Draw your shoulder blades into the armpit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Elongate. Come up. Engaging the core. And now we're going to do a couple of lateral twists. So again, sitting on a lightly folded blanket. Making sure we've removed the flesh off the buttocks. I'm going to start with my left knee bent, my right leg is extended. I'm pulling my left foot as close to the groin as possible, and I don't want you to sit like this. Make sure you are sitting straight. Don't collapse the sacroiliac region. Keep it straight. Inhale, raise the right arm up. Exhale, bring the tricep muscle over the thigh. And imagine that somebody is pushing your right shoulder blade forward and rotating your left collarbone back. Keep squeezing and rotate. Don't lean back. Don't lean back. Keep your spine straight and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bend your right knee. Keep the spine straight. Inhale, raise your left arm up. Exhale, bring the left tricep over the right thigh. Your right fingers are right behind you. Push the left shoulder blade forward, rotate the right collarbone back, squeeze the abdominal organs and breathe here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now Halasana and Sarvangasana. I'm going to take my yoga blanket. I folded it like this. I'm placing it on the ground. Now, those of you who have a hard time bringing your toes to the ground, you are welcome to use a chair or even a bolster. I'm first going to demonstrate the full posture and then I will show you variations. Now, making sure when we come down that your blanket is about 3 to 4 inches above your shoulder so that you protect your neck. Using the core, we're going to slowly inhale and come up and go straight into Halasana. Open up your spine. We're going to stay here and breathe. So for those of you who can go all the way back, continue to stay here, making sure that your spine is straight. And for those of you who need some help, I'm going to demonstrate with a chair. And now, lying on the mat, making sure that your neck is protected and you at least have 3 to 4 inches here. I'm going to slowly inhale, engage the core. Inhale, come up. And now you want to make sure that your knees are on the chair and hold here. Your knees must be on the chair. And when you come down, you're going to be like this. You should at no point feel any pressure on your neck. If you're feeling pressure on your neck, come down and get somebody to help you. When we are done with our Halasana, we can then move into Sarvangasana using a belt. Why do we use a belt in the IYENGAR methodology? Because the belt really helps you attain strong posture. Let's grab a yoga belt for our Sarvangasana posture. Again, making sure that it's shoulder width apart. Putting the belt, first of all, placing the blanket on the mat. Now taking the belt around your elbows. Let's come to the ground. I think it's important to have the soft part of the blanket, the rounded part of the blanket so that the neck is nicely protected. Once again, we want 4 inches above the shoulders. So staying here, engaging the core. Let's inhale, come up. So for those of you who can go all the way back, you're going to stay here and breathe. Now let's gently just spread each leg out in Shavasana and just stay here for a few moments. Okay, now very slowly, let's turn to the side, come up, take off up, bend your knees, come up onto your toes, and if it's hard for you to keep the brick upright, you just keep the brick like this. So I'm going to keep the brick upright, come up on my toes. I'm placing the brick right, the base of the brick is aligned with the base of my tailbone. I then release my feet onto the ground. My knees are in line with my hip joint. I bring my shoulders to the ground and I just release my buttocks. We're going to stay here and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now if you can, lift your knees into the chest and extend your legs forward. If this is hard for you to do, you can do one leg at a time. But if you can do both, drawing your navel in, engaging the core, let's stay here and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees in, relax. Now slowly take your brick out. And now staying here with your knees bent, we're going to do abdominal breathing practice. So inhale, expand the belly up. Exhale, draw the navel deep into the spine. Flatten your back and hold. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw the navel deep into the spine. Flatten your back and hold. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw the navel deep into the spine and hold. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw the navel deep into the spine and hold. Inhale, expand the belly out. Exhale, draw the navel deep into the spine and hold. Now release your breath and let's slowly turn to the side and come up. And now we are going to work with the brick between our shoulder blades. So you're going to place the brick like this, vertical. If this is hard for you to do, place the brick like this. If you are keeping the brick like this, then you're going to extend your legs. You want to pull the brick to your lower back. Adjust it and then lie back. You're also welcome to take a blanket and place the blanket here and lie like this. We want to open up the upper chest, the upper tract of the lungs, the upper spine. We stay here and breathe. And if you are doing the other version, we're going to place the brick like this. You're going to sit between your heels and placing the brick here between the shoulder blades. And you're going to lie back. Keep your arms to the side, open the chest and breathe. If your neck hurts, you can always put a second brick under your head like this. If you want something more intense, you can interlock your elbows or you can take your arms behind you. But essentially, we stay here and we breathe. Then we place the palms on the ground, slowly inhale and come up. And we're going to come into a cross-legged position. And once again, we're going to come into Adho Mukha Svastikasana. Inhale, exhale, extend forward. I'm going to take my brick. And we're going to just relax here, breathing. Now slowly inhale, come up And now let's just do a short breathing practice. So once again, sitting on a height, I have my brick and my blanket, sitting in a comfortable seated position. Let's roll the shoulders back, chin slightly forward, lower back is completely straight. By taking the chin forward, you're taking the weight off the neck. Let's gently close our eyes. Bring awareness to the natural flow of the breath. And now we're going to do a few rounds of diaphragmatic breathing. So as you inhale, you're going to expand your belly out. As you exhale, you're going to draw the navel in. And at the same time, you're going to allow the breath to rise up the midline of the body. You're going to bring the breath to the upper tract of the lungs. Pause here. And then as you slowly exhale, you're going to draw the navel in. If it's difficult for you to breathe through the belly, through the abdomen, you can place 2 fingers gently, and this is what it looks like. We're going to inhale, expand the belly out, also raise the breath up, exhale down, bring the belly in. So I'm going to demo a couple. At no point do you want to push the finger in and out. Your fingers are there just to remind you to breathe from the belly. Your hand can be in Chin Mudra or Dhyana Mudra, your choice. Because I'm teaching the class, I'm going to be in Jnana Mudra. And together I'm going to count for you. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, navel in, 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale, expand, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, navel in, 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale, expand, draw the breath up. 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale, expand, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale, expand, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale, expand, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale, expand, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale, expand, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale, expand, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale, expand, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Relax. Keep your eyes closed, chin slightly forward. Let's continue to stay with the breath for a few more moments. Feel the breath. And now we're going to move into Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. So you're going to take the middle and index finger and place them between the eyebrows. Your right thumb is blocking your right nostril. Your right pinky will navigate your left nostril. Let's block the right nostril. Inhale through the left. Your hand is not dropped, it's to the side. Inhale left, 2, 3, 4. Shut both nostrils. Release the right. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale right, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Shut both nostrils momentarily. Release the left. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale left, 2, 3, 4. Shut both nostrils. Release the right. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale right, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Shut both nostrils momentarily. Release the left. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale left, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Shut both nostrils momentarily. Exhale right, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale right, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Shut both nostrils momentarily. Exhale left, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Now take the right palm under the left palm, big thumbs touching, chin is slightly forward. We're going to sit here quietly with ourselves, breathing. We're going to sit here quietly with ourselves, breathing, taking our gaze inwards. And as we sit quietly with yourself, I remind you of the life practice of the standing asanas. The standing asanas are here to build our foundation. So we begin by understanding how to root ourselves into the earth using the gross muscles of the legs. This brings us to the first lesson in yoga, which is that the external environment is impermanent, forever changing, and it is uncertain. And the way we live our lives with fullness is that we learn how to find our center. We root ourselves inward, so it doesn't matter how the outside environment is changing, we remain stable, strong, and centered. So as we practice this week, we're going to remind ourselves to build awareness of the thoughts and the emotions. How do we react to everything that is happening around us? What is the internal reaction to the external circumstance or person? So in our meditation practice today, we're going to sit quietly with the breath. We're going to feel the breath, and as your thoughts come up, as emotions come up, just observe the impermanent nature of your thoughts and emotions as well. Nature is constantly showing us that life does not remain the same. There's high tide, low tide, sunrise, sunset. There's birth, there's death. Our bodies are changing from a moment-to-moment basis. Our thoughts are changing. Our emotions are changing. Nothing can remain the same. So I invite you to sit quietly with yourself. Just feel your breath, using the breath as an anchor. If the mind starts to wander off, just be aware of it. And when you're ready, come back to the breath and feel the breath. slowly, let's draw the palms together. Draw your palms to your knees. Take a deep inhalation. On the exhalation, draw the chin to the chest, breathing into the back of the neck. Just stay here. Now very slowly inhale, raise your head up, take another moment for yourself. And very slowly and gently open your eyes. Namaste.